Welcome back to WCHT 91.3, your topics, your show. I'm M. Sparks bringing you the latest in talk. Today is Tell It Like It Is Wednesday, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is where you get the chance to choose the topic of the day. Topics have been submitted via Twitter, and today's topic is, y'all ready? Can women really be players? Now let's sit and think about this for a moment. Can women really be players? Interesting, very interesting. So, y'all know things are about to get heated in here. We have two very, very special guests in the building today. They like to think of themselves as experts in the arena. First, let me introduce Miss Chanel Frazier. Miss Frazier is a recent graduate from Savannah State University. For all of you local listeners out there, I know we have a lot of Savannah State listeners that call in to the show. But yes, Miss Frazier believes that women are very powerful, and I love that statement. Miss Frazier says that women can make men do whatever we want. We have the power to do so. On the other hand, our second guest for today, Mr. Jack Johnson, who is also a recent graduate from Savannah State University, says that he's the love doctor. He doesn't believe that women can make a man do anything. He says that men are the ultimate players. So, I noticed that this topic struck some nerves when I said it over the air. So again, I asked the both of you, can women really be players? Who wants to go first?
Ladies first.
I'm Chanel Frazier, and I do feel that women can be players. I feel that women were smarter than the males. So if we are players, we cover ourselves up well. Sometimes, women do have people that help them provide for their families, help them, pay their bills.
Women, I don't think they can be players because their feelings get too tied up in it. Males, me being a male, we really don't care unless we care that deeply about the female. But they have to be a life commitment type of deal. But like I said, females get too caught up with their emotions to be players. I know some women, they just heartless as men because they'll stab you in the back and smile on your face.
Well, what you're saying about females being emotional creatures, but at the same time, we're emotional, like a smart emotional, because we can be emotional and make y'all think that we're emotional when really that's just the way to, get what we want. So I feel that women are players because they're more, instead of being, even though they're emotional creatures, they're still smart in the brain. Like they know how to work what they got to get what they want.
The question is, what are you playing for? What do females play for if they're players?
Money. They play for money. If they have kids, they play for men to help provide for their families if they don't got it. Just whatever they want.
So, guys, hold that thought as we go to the phone lines and hear what some of you have to say. Hey, how you doing, caller? And tell everybody where you're from. What's your stand on women being players?
Hey, I'm Ashley Smith from Douglasville, Georgia. I think that women can be players in a relationship. Because it goes both ways. But if you ask me how likely it is, I don't think that it's likely. But I do think that women can be players. I just think that men are, I don't know. I don't want to say that they've traditionally been the ones who play, but who are players. But in a sense, they are, not to be biased or show favoritism, but I think it's unlikely for a woman to be a player, if you ask me.
This is Amaris Bell calling from the east side of Savannah. I would like to say that, yes, women can be players. As a matter of fact, women are the biggest players in the world. If you ever noticed it, when a woman is being a player, a man will never know that woman is being a player. As a matter of fact, the man is usually the sloppy one that gets caught. Now, there are some sloppy women out there who don't know how to handle their business. Yes, I agree with that. But at the same time, a woman can have about 4 or 5 sugar daddies, 2 lay it down brothers, and about 6 or 7 bill paying brothers, and they'd be straight.
So, both of our callers basically said that women are the ultimate players. Now, guess, I want to ask you guys, what exactly are the techniques of being a player, since you guys are experts in the field?
I wouldn't necessarily call myself an expert, but the aspects of playing the key components of being a player, I would say one of the most important ones is don't get caught. Obviously don't get caught. And with not getting caught, that you have to make decisions. Like, you may have two females. One might pay your bills. One might give you thrills. Pay your bills and give you thrills. You know, for real. For real. And sometimes guys, I'm not going to lie, guys get caught up in the thrills and they don't really do what they have to do. And so that comes into the emotional ties that we were talking about earlier. He can get physically emotional, I guess you could say, and he thinks with his second head, not with his head with the brain in it. And that causes him to get caught up because he starts letting girls text him, leave the phone on, just turn the phone on vibrate when you're in the presence of the other woman. I mean, me personally, I don't turn it off because that shows that you're hiding something. And in females, once they see you hiding something, they start getting suspicious. So you got to know how to play your cards right. What you think?
You talking about for female's perspective or a male's perspective?
Females.
I feel for females, if they're cheating, they always cover their tracks.
Why is that cheat? I thought we were talking about playing.
Playing. Okay, well, playing,
cheating. Or what?
It's basically the same thing. Yeah. Playing and cheating is you playing to cheat or do something. Yeah, you doing what you ain't supposed to be doing.
But what is your definition of cheating?
Being with somebody you ain't supposed to be with. If you got a significant other, that's who you need to be with.
If y'all just chilling.
I mean, if you're just chilling, that's a different story. If y'all ain't got no ties,
you have to pay your bills.
I mean, that's a whole nother ballgame. That's a whole nother ballgame. But I feel females, they cover their tracks more. Like when they're in the room with the guy that they're mostly talking to, or their main guy friend, or whatever they may be, they may turn their phone on silent or vibrate, like you said. But females, like they may some females I know, they put codes and stuff on their phone, so the guy can't just go on their phone and prance around and look and search. They know exactly when to leave their house. They know when to go certain places. They know what way to take, so they know nobody will see them. They're smart.
So, guys, we see that this topic is really burning up the phone lines right now. So when we return, we're going to take some more calls, and hopefully we'll be able to mediate this situation.
Nope.
You're listening to WCHT 91.3 FM. Your topics, your show.
AT&T proudly presents its latest edition, iPhone 4G. No other phone makes staying in touch so much fun. This phone allows you to use multiple apps at one time without losing battery life. Take pictures using 5-megapixel camera, or even record and edit in HD video. Phone calls like you've never seen before using Video Share. Starting at $199 at all participating AT&T stores. iPhone 4G. This changes everything. Again.
This is WCHT 91.3